When you think of the worst update in Minecraft history, then you might think of the Java 1.9 update, where they introduced the new combat system, or even the 1.15 update, where they introduced bees. Yes, bees, that was the whole update. But what if I tell you guys that there's an update even worse than that? And yes guys, I am talking about the new Bedrock 1.21.20 update, of which you might have seen already videos too. But let me tell you one thing, it's way worse than you think. But let's start with the positive things first, because yes, there have been some improvements. For once, new camera presets have been added as an experimental toggle when you create the world. It's a little nice change, but nothing too big. Then we have some changes on the user interface. For example, when you join a world, you see those 3 little dots now loading. And of course, bug fixes and stuff. Then the file size of certain sounds got reduced heavily, almost up to 75%, which makes for a smaller app package. And finally, for the programmers, they added a diagnostics panel to see how well your add-on performs. But that's about it for the good stuff. Now let's get into the bad stuff. But before that, I would appreciate if you guys would leave a like and subscribe and stick around to the end, because stuff is gonna get really bad. Okay, so let's start off with the most obvious thing. And that is that realms are down. Yes, the thing that people actually pay money for is down. So that is kind of a weird thing, because some people claim to be actually able to join. For some people, they have to wait over a minute to get even into the realm. And for some people, it doesn't even load at all. And by the time of recording, this issue is still around 3 days after the initial update has released. To be fair, Mojang has released an update, a hotfix, to fix those connection issues, but as people say in the Discord, those issues are very well still around. And let me tell you one thing, people are furious because of this. So much so that there are even polls on whether or not the developers responsible should be fired because of this. But please remember guys, the people working at Mojang are still just people, just like us, and they can make mistakes. With that being said, it is kind of odd how this issue lasts over multiple days. So maybe they just changed up the Minecraft protocol a bit. Which leads me to my second point. Unlike PC players, console players are actually not able to join custom servers. It only can join the featured ones. To join a custom server on console, you need to change around your DNS. But there used to be actually another method, and that was by adding a friend, which was actually a bot that would then just beam you straight onto the server. Well, that doesn't work anymore, and no one really knows why, and it doesn't look like there's gonna be a fix for it either. So now console players are just kind of stuck into using the old methods again that are not very reliable. But the most obvious thing that Mojang should do here is definitely give console players the ability to join custom servers. So why do you think that Mojang still hasn't added the feature for console players to join servers? So let me know in the comments. Alright, the next one is kind of a funny one, I promise. So basically, when you hold a cobweb, it just becomes very large and kind of offset. It looks even weirder when you punch with it. And also, the heavy core is for some reason a full block now. That thing looks chunky. Alright, enough with the fun stuff, let's get back to the weird stuff. When the update released, there used to be some kind of bugged out button on the place where normally the event button would be. Once you clicked it, you were greeted with a broken menu and 2 new exit buttons. It would straight up just crash your game. Now luckily Mojang has been able to fix this bug fairly quickly in, I would say, under 4 hours. But it was still a kind of weird experience. And now let's get into something more serious, and that is the PDB files, or rather the removal of them. Those files were used by vanilla-based server softwares, such as BDSX or Levi Lamina. They operate fundamentally different from custom server softwares. Instead of trying to recreate Minecraft one by one, they just add on top of it. And this results in a way better vanilla experience. And to make one of those vanilla-based server softwares, you need those symbol files, those PDB files. Now, I'm not gonna go into deep on what those symbol files do, but they really help a lot in modifying the base game. But all of that was not new news. This information of the removal of the PDB files has been around for a little bit longer actually. And there have been hour-long talks with Mojang to discuss the future of those modded server softwares. Even on the Minecraft feedback page, the vote to continue the PDB files reached over 14,000 upvotes. That's a crazy amount. But either way, now here we are without those files and, well, without any vanilla-based server software anymore. That being said, the other non-vanilla based server softwares will still be around, so your average minigame server won't be affected by it. Or will it? Well, there's actually another issue in Minecraft Bedrock right now, because when you try to join a server with a resource pack, you're prompted to download that resource pack. Well, that resource pack would sometimes get stuck at like 90% and would then kick you out of the game and say server sent broken packet. The funny thing is, this update was originally designed to fix this error and not to cause it. Personally, I cannot confirm this error on my own, but I've seen many people reporting that issue. So let me know in the comments if you guys had that issue as well. Now let's get into the final part of the video, and that being the holiday creator features. You may ask now, well, what happened with them? Well, they got completely removed. But here's the thing, it was known to us for a while now that those holiday creator features will get removed soon. I mean, they were an experimental toggle for a reason. And that was because they actually provided us with a different solution, that solution being scripting. And while I personally find the solution better, some people would like to disagree. This toggle has been in the game for many years now, and it is obviously weird seeing it just disappear in one update. So what fundamentally happened was that any add-on that either refused to update or didn't know about the update is now just broken, which is a lot of them by the way. So either way, please let me know in the comments if you like this change or not. So anyways, that's it for me. I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, check out my website and my Discord, and see you all in the next one. Bye bye.